Mid-engine layouts are typically something that you would see in cars like Lamborghini, Ferrari, McLaren, cars that typically cost north of $200,000. Not anymore, because in today's world we have cars such as the Chevrolet Corvette, which uses a mid-engine layout, and you can actually get one of these for
$65,895 MSRP.
Now this specific one here is a 2023 Chevrolet Corvette LT1, and specifically it is painted in rapid blue, which is one of the craziest colors that Chevy has ever made. This specific one is also powered by a 490 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque, naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8 that Chevy deems the LT2, which is again basically an all aluminum pushrod V8. This is mid-engine layout for the powertrain, and what that means is the engine of this Corvette is sitting in front of the rear axle. And what a lot of people tend to misconstrue is they think that when you say mid-engine, it means it's sitting on the rear axle or behind it. It's not true. That's what Porsche does. If you look at a lot of the 911s, they sit on or essentially kind of behind the rear axle. And in the Corvette's history, all Corvettes have always been front engine, which means the engine sits in front of or on the front axle. And in the sake of the Corvette, they also had a torque tube, which meant the transmission was back here. But as this one is mid-engine, first time ever in Corvette history, engine is in front of the rear axle, which gives it a nearly perfect 50-50 weight distribution. Now, we should probably discuss pricing because the C8 Corvette defies basically all laws of what mid-engine cars are. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, most mid-engine layout vehicles tend to be McLarens, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, all cars that you can associate with a very high price tag, $250,000, $300,000, even maybe $500,000. And I say the Corvette defies all those laws because if for 2023, this car starts off at $65,000 MSRP. That's insane. You're basically getting a supercar with, while yeah, it doesn't have 650, 700 horsepower like the other ones do, it has a healthy amount at 490. This is a very quick car. It handles like it's on rails, and for the price tag, you really can't beat it. I mean, it's essentially a supercar for a fully loaded BMW 3 Series money. The 2023 C8 Chevrolet Corvette has by far blown away all of our expectations. This car does things that it shouldn't do in the price point that it's at. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, it's competing with Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Cars triple or quadruple the price of this car. And in my own opinion, this is probably one of the best bang for your buck cars you could buy. I mean, it's $65,000 and you're getting a supercar for that price. But thank you all so much for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out the next video on this car, which will be a 0 to 60 and a review, which is going to tell you all of our thoughts behind one of the greatest things Chevy has ever done.